It was a fantastic trip, both medically and culturally. I watched with some degree of envy for years as a number of my colleagues would travel to countries to do medical missions.
He was really game for anything. And it's such an important quality to have when you're spending time with an underserved area that desperately needs radiology teaching.
For every patient who had either an image done or an ultrasound done, he was able to further interpret for us and give his advice. He taught most of the clinical staff basic imaging modalities and techniques. He's easy to be around. Most of my colleagues were born and bred in the village, but Jeff was very easy to interact with.
They made a point to take me to several other locations. The county hospital in Siaya, the nursing school a couple times, one of which I was able to give a couple lectures to the students who are just a joy. And I went down one time with a woman who was related to one of these quote patients, and we walked down to the river, and I watched how they gather water in these buckets and carried them back because they don't have a well, and obviously don't have running water, there's no electricity. It was pretty impactful.
Since he went back, we've been keeping in touch, and he's been very helpful. Case in point, there was the first COVID patient in Siaya. I don't think anyone else in Siaya had seen a COVID patient. We did all the workup for the patient, and I shared it with Jeff. And he's one of the first guys who pushed us towards thinking it's COVID. And indeed, he got a COVID test and turned out to be positive.
As I learned when I got there, it turned out to be more used in consulting in how the future of radiology might be with Matibabu. Expanding the internet reach between Matibabu and the rest of the world, the ability for consultations, not just in radiology, would be a huge improvement and an asset.
He was chief of radiology at Kaiser Oakland. He was part of designing their new hospital, and he was game when we were there to help us design our new OR. And this was crucial to have someone on the ground who understood how to design operating rooms with radiology.
You take $1 million and you plug it into some place, a hospital in the United States, you get something. You pay $1 million in Kenya and you get way, way, way more.
So we're really grateful for the connection that Jeff has with Matibabu, and we hope he gets to visit more and more. Interventional radiology is still very new in Kenya, so him being in the field would be a plus to not only Uganda as a community, but to Kenya.